The Heat beat the Lakers 110-96. And I think this is unforgivable because they're playing without their best player or second best player is Jimmy Butler. Whether it's Bam or Jimmy, but they're right there, 1A, 1B. You can't lose by 14 to a team that doesn't have their best, one of their two best players.
No, that's facts. I mean, it's embarrassing at this point. I mean, how many games you're going to go when the same two people are not giving you any offensive production, right? It's, both the same two people we're talking about, Vando
and Cam
Reddish. And Prince, they 0-0.
Yeah. Yes.
So unless the guy you were guarding scored 0-0, someone has to make up that point differential. And
then I do. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, you guys combined for 0. The guys you're guarding combined for 37. So that means someone has to take on that responsibility. And that's what ends up happening with team when you have lineups like this.
Yeah, I'm looking. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They had 8 guys in double figures. The Heat did. And the Lakers, Anthony Davis has been great. I saw him at an event the other night. Over the last 5 games, he's averaging 30, 13, 5 assists, 3.5 blocks, almost 2 steals, shooting 58% from the floor. And the Lakers are 1-5 in those ball games. LeBron did not have it tonight. Played 38 minutes. He was 6 of 18. Or 6 from the 3-point line, and he didn't attempt a free throw. He didn't. That tells me he wasn't as aggressive as he needed to be. He did have 6 rebounds, 6 assists, but he was minus 20 tonight, and that's very unlike him. For him to play that many minutes and shoot that poorly from the field. But that's just go ahead.
What ends up happening, Unc, is the whole thing of what I've always been saying. If you have 2 guys on there that's not meant for offense, meant for defense, that means we're going to sit and net LeBron. So we're not going to allow him to come. So you're guarding LeBron. I'm right behind you. My other guy's right behind you. So he's seeing 3 people all the time. And we're like, pass it to the guys. Now this guy takes 1 shot. Why am I ever going to guard? Why am I going to stop guarding LeBron with you? He takes 1 shot like he's not a threat. You're playing 3-on-5. So it's easy to keep LeBron James out of the lane if he has to run through 3 people. So he's forced to shoot jumpers. It's like playing his own.
Right. You can't play that many minutes. Taurean Prince played 29 minutes. He gave you 0 points. Cam Reddish played 19 minutes. He gave you 0 points. Jared Vanderbilt played 16 minutes. He gave you 4 points. So those are guys that you were counting on. And between the 3 of them, they gave you 4 points. And that's what happens, Gil. Let's just say in this, when you look at a team, if one of my superstars isn't having a good day, where else can I get offense from? Can I get some of my role players to go give me 20? Can I get 2 of my role players? One give me 20, the other give me 15. Because AD, both of those, the likelihood of both of those guys being off isn't very likely. One of those guys are going to have it going. And so I know I'm going to get somewhere between 20 and 32 from one of those guys. Now, both of those guys, they normally give me around 50 and 20 rebounds a night. LeBron didn't have it tonight. Austin Reeves played great. 7 of 12, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. He was sensational. But I'm counting on Jared Vanderbilt. I'm counting on Taurean Prince. I'm counting on Cam Reddish. I'm counting on them to do what? What exactly am I counting on them for? And what am I counting on them to do?
You're counting on them to have a nice cardio day is what you're counting on. Like, there's a problem when Kevin Love plays 28 minutes. There's a problem. Kevin Love, 28 from Love, 35. Who can? Oh my God! Like when I seen he was playing, I'm like, at least go at him. He had 10 points
and 14 rebounds.
He couldn't even play in the Denver series.
Nope. Nope. And the thing is, the Lakers out-rebounded them by 11. The Lakers out-rebounded them by 11. And you lose. The Lakers, they got to get better three-point shooting. I mean, they got outshot from the three-point line, 16 made to only the Lakers were 4 of 30 from the three-point line. You're not going to win very many games. Even if your 2 superstars go off, You shoot that poorly from the 3-point line, and you allow the other team to plus 13 you from the 3-point. So they got 39 more points from that line than what you got. The likelihood of you winning, and the Lakers was 22. They were 22 or 24 from the free throw line. So they were aggressive, but you getting ones and twos, they're getting threes.
It's like, okay, if we translate it to football, it's like having Lamar Jackson, but he has no receivers at all, right? There's no receiver. So it's easy to set the defense knowing that you can only run. You cannot pass the ball because there's nobody here to catch it. It makes it harder. And that becomes the problem with LeBron and AD. It makes it harder when you have nobody who can shoot the long ball. Right? We're just going to sit in here and wait for you guys to come to us.
Where do the Lakers go from here? Now they're under 500. At one point in time, they were great. I mean, we saw them in the in-season tournament. They go 7-0 in the in-season tournament game. They win that last game against Indiana by double digits. I think 15, 20 points. And we're like, okay, they're on to something. Guys are playing really, really well. It hadn't correlated coming out of the in-season tournament as well as many thought it would, especially myself. I think you thought that same way also. Where do the Lakers go from here? What do they need to do?
It kind of looks like they're doing it in real time. We're still judging them, right? I think they're getting ready to trade because the fact that you didn't play Rui tonight or D'Lo lets us know you're shelving them to probably make a move. Right. And I think they're trying to make some type of trade to get some shooters here because they are benching players that should be playing. So, that's what it really looks like now. This is that move when you're like, I ain't playing today. All right, cool, coach. All right.
But Gil, I thought if you get ready to trade, be like, if I'm getting ready to trade my car, sell my car, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna put a new set of wax on that thing. I'm going to get it detailed inside and out. I'm going to make sure the tire's nice and neat. I'm going to do everything. I thought to add value or maybe increase the value of Rui or increase the value of D'Lo. Wouldn't you like get these guys and say, come on, guys, y'all going to give us something?
No, I think the value of Rui and D'Lo has already been set. I think that's where Van came in. Right? Like where the hell he comes from. Because I think they're trying to show that he's healthy, his foot is healthy, and we can probably move him and try to see if we can, get some type of blockbuster trade.
Yeah, the thing about the Lakers, they have very tradable contracts. Vanderbilt contracts, very friendly. D'Lo contracts friendly. Rui is friendly. I think Taurean Prince is on a 1-year deal if you want to decide to move him. Yeah, it's just for whatever reason. And I remember when they made the move last year and the guys like, okay, you got a year under your system. You played with AD, you played with LeBron, you played with Austin Reeves. I really thought it was going to be a lot better. And it started off better considering where they started off last year. But you were saying that because they didn't have what they ended up getting. Now they start the season with that. And for whatever reason, it just has not materialized like many thought it would.
I mean, the summer looked good. It was decent. You just signed your players back. You didn't upgrade really in any position while everyone else was making moves. So, signing your players back sounds great if you had a great team. But, with the Lakers, you really needed a third star. Landing Kyrie would have been amazing. Especially if you didn't have to lose AD or LeBron. So that would have been a great pick for this for free agency.
Absolutely.
And the fact that he was a free agent, you telling me you couldn't write no checks under the table? What's the point of being a billionaire if you can't write no checks under the table? Come on.
Yeah. Nah, the last team that wrote a check up under the table, it almost ruined their franchise. That was Minnesota with the Joe Smith situation. You remember what it did to the Minnesota Timberwolves when David Stern found out? They had a under the table agreement. It was almost the equivalent of the death penalty that SMU got placed on them when they were paying players in the 80s.
Not a fact that it did take. I mean, listen, that's just still hunting them now. They're still hunting them now. I mean, sometimes you just got to make a move, right? When this is about sacrificing the chances, right?
Gil, you know what happened? Let's make a long story short. The long story short, the Lakers advanced to the Western Conference Finals last year, and they lost to the eventual champs in the Denver Nuggets. And they thought if they had been healthier, or with another year of these guys playing together, they would be better served. They thought they had a team. It was fool's gold because you got LeBron and you got LeBron playing out of his mind for someone that age with those many minutes. AD gave you tremendous. Austin Reeves played his way into the contract that he rightfully earned. But no one else. Now they didn't think. But what happens? See, you only think forward thinking. Man, we're gonna get better. What happens if those guys don't? What happens if those guys regress? Which is just as good a chance or possibility or likelihood as them getting better, based on their history and what we've seen from each individual guy in their tenure in the NBA. You look at D'Lo, you look at Rui, you look at Vando, you look at Taurean Prince. What has their history shown you? So if you look at it like that, we probably, because you were hoping. I'm not worried about LeBron. I wasn't worried about AD. The only thing you're worried about, can AD stay healthy? And he's played all the games with the exception of 2. Austin Reeves, you could see from the first year to the second year, you could see leaps and bounds that he had gotten better. The other guys in their career, in their history, what have they shown you?
Nothing. Slow movement. But that's the thing with franchises themselves, right? You're happy with success. You're not building to think this is chess, right? What if Denver made a move? Where would that put us? What if Clippers made a move, which they did? What if Suns made a move, which they did, right? You got to go on it. What if Boston made a move? They did. What if Bucks made a move? And they did. Right.
They did.
So all the competitors that you would be fighting for a championship with actually upgraded, but you didn't. Right.
They got exponentially
You have to
better.
be thinking that, hey, when we go into the summer, these guys are going to be looking to make moves to jump in front of Denver, right? Because as of now, we're not as good, or we would have won. So we have to get a piece to get in front of them. So if everyone has to at least get a piece, you should have been going after that too.
I agree.